Hi. Is it any better? Any better at all? I hope so. Yes. Hi, Courtney. Good. Thank you. Shout out to two members, too. Shout out to two members there. Courtney's Corner, and Lapchick. Lapchick, you could share out Courtney's Corner. Uh, link to her channel, too. Great. You could probably click on her. Hi, Stephen Seven Pounder. You gonna behave tonight? That's something in your realm? So, last night, you're welcome, Courtney. Thank you, Lapchick. Last night we were talking about the Taylor business, lady there. Oh, okay. I'll look it up. Hold on. Hi, Chris. Hi, Sandralee. Okay, so I'm gonna do. Hold on. Silver might look good on you, though. But I think you should go with the Brittany Murphy look. Go brown, or whatever Brittany Murphy's hair color was. Go that. I think that you look good like that. I know. Okay, so this is a different one now. So earlier, okay, all right. So anybody who knows my channel knows that my initial interest was in, officer involved shootings or any officers involved death. I love Heath Ledger. She doesn't look like Heath Ledger though. She looks like Brittany Murphy. No, you do look like her. Right. hmm Now, she was supposed to be in jail. I know they're both dead. I know, Steven. I know. So, okay. Now that's disturbing right there. That's really disturbing. Because I feel like, all right, so this guy, now I'm going to read this over again so that new people that are here can, I'm just looking at basically how many cases of investigation one police officer was allegedly involved in, you know? So we've got March. Now, the person whom I picked out to look at is, his name is Alex Waynish, okay? Alex Waynish from Green Bay. She was one of my favorites. So. Am I coming in okay? Here? How many of you guys heard what the story was, this one? The only reason why I'm saying it is because, I do believe that uh, some of those that burn classes are the same that join forces or were in forces. No, 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 this is police officer. It's just my opinion. It's my opinion that sometimes there's perhaps, allegedly, corruption or abuse of power. Wisconsin. Like Green Bay. And should I read this? It's a 2-page report. Criminal investigative report. There's a case number and stuff, I just picked one officer that was involved with the Taylor business. And the reason being is that I did watch her court thing, and it looked like she kept looking at whomever was filming her and going between crying. I honestly believe the girl Although I don't believe in innocent, reason of insanity, not guilty reason of insanity, because of the guy who cut off the head of that kid on the Greyhound bus in Canada. His name is Alex, Alex Wanish, WAN as in Nancy, ISH. Green Bay police officer. And right after this particular case, or right before it possibly, there's another case where he's involved. There was a girl named Taylor. Can you brief him on that, Courtney? On the Taylor business? I mean, I do think that she could have, he gave her that. Alright, so look up Taylor business. Exactly how it sounds, like SHA business. Milwaukee or Green Bay, whatever. It'll pop right up anyway. It's been all over the place. And if you gave somebody a gun and was like, okay, South Michigan media. If you gave somebody a gun and were like, here, let's use this on each other, it's gonna, and it didn't work out so well. I mean, he gave her this choke chain. Yeah, business. No, but the officer did that. I picked one officer from the arresting officers just to Google and see his history. I wanted to see their history, I find it odd that Wisconsin is in the habit of thinking people like Jeffrey Dahmer or this woman perhaps are not insane. What do you mean her son? A lot of people hadn't heard it, Courtney. Anyway, so this is the case synopsis on March 12th, 2020. Monday, February 10th. This isn't the synopsis of the Taylor one. Okay, so, alright, then I'll read about that case then. Alright, let me go to the actual case then of that one. I like to read the actual court cases of it, so let me do that. So I think it's like a play on words. Tell us your business, tailor your business, or something. Okay, so Oh, thank you, lab chick. Awesome. See that? So here's the actual court documents. Okay, these were filed March 1st, 2022. This is the actual document, criminal complaint. Okay. Now they call her also a repeat offender, which really kind of gets me because she was supposed to be in jail, but objecting trazodone, absolutely, Stephen 7 Pounder, absolutely. That is something that I found weird too. I'm like, how would they even be able to do that? Isn't it a pill? Like, how were they able to do that? So they did all those drugs in a mixture. He lies face down on the bed. Yeah, it's almost like the and her father a PEDO as well. And her mother died of cirrhosis of the liver when she was 11. Crazy, right? They also charged her with intent to kill that person when in the interview she said she did not intend to kill him. But she liked it. Now she could have had a flashback like seeing if somebody had ever, SA'd her, RIP'd her. She might have been like, or who knows what the mixture did. It seems really weird about that. Injecting that, doesn't it? That is a strange thing. So, count one, first degree intentional homicide repeater. See that, even the wording of that gets me. The only reason why I have some kind of understanding, wow, that's crazy, Stephen. Congratulations. You would think, lab chick, wouldn't you? Maybe that's what killed him. Maybe he was already dead. Maybe she just didn't know, like she just, I mean, really. So, them saying first degree intentional homicide repeater, that to me, that is so misleading. That is so misleading. These are the actual court documents. So, this is what is supposedly for official use, but here it is right in front of me. Wow, Stephen. Anyway, I never heard of that around Massachusetts, but there you are. I mean, yeah, I guess, huh? Never knew it was prevalent. Never looked. I just, whatever. Okay. Anyway, I'm glad you're done with it. I really am. Um, these are the actual. She's 5'2", 120 pounds. Not a big girl. Mother dead. Father in jail for PDO. Okay, that chick. Hi, Mr. Tim. Right. But it was more mental, health stuff, Sandra. And yes, please hit the thumbs up. Definitely. Let's not forget to remind people in there. Oh, kamikazes, I remember them. Oh my gosh, yeah, I'm getting a snake bite and a kamikaze confused. Thank you, Courtney's Corner. I feel like, okay, this is a state where they didn't even prosecute Jeffrey Dahmer as being insane. Jeffrey Dahmer, in my opinion, I think, both his parents, they left. Didn't they leave him alone? Like, left him alone while he was just about, like, to finish high school. His father, he had his gig with taxidermy and dead animals. Um, why I'm talking about the cop? Because I feel like we've got sometimes criminals prosecuting people, and then there's times when they don't, like these reports that even them putting repeater after first degree intentional homicide, when they spoke to her, she said she did not intend to kill him. It was to choke. She said it herself. She did not intend to. So they shouldn't have been even charging her with that. I mean, she admitted basically everything. So why stick that on her when she clearly said she did not intend to kill him? She said everything else. But she also came out, and when the cops were there and they said, "Do you know why we're here?" She said, "Because of my warrants." And they said, "What's all this stuff now?" And she said, "Good question." And earlier I read that she had been uh, convicted or whatever in the civil trial the same night she was arrested in order to pay $4,100 to Green Bay and the insurer. And then right under it, the next story that I could click the link to was her the family of the person that had been, murdered, taking donations to bury their loved one. I thought, are you kidding me? I'm not even reading this right. How's it even possible? That's another thing I really want to look into. I really should take notes because I really want to know what the civil case was about. I mean, I'm sure it was about, but what were they charging her with civilly the night she was arrested? It just, and then when I read the things that the officer, just one of the arresting officers, a girl who is, you know, 5'2" and 120 pounds, uh, 26 years old, Mother died at 11 from cirrhosis of the liver, and basically, I mean, I feel like at some point she stopped. Like she never grew up. I think she just, if she's been checking, she even doing all the what the Teresa found. I mean, so either that, wow, were they, they really sure. Right, isn't that crazy? And she clearly said that there was no intent. So if there was intent, they have to hold that. Saying, no, no, I'm not saying that I believe in I let people like oh, is it out? I'm sorry. The phone was fine, even though it was kind of broken. Is it any better? That sucks. And you know what? I mean, seriously, I know I kept saying it before, but any better at all? Can you guys hear me at all? You mean conversation, not condensation. Haha, that's funny. You're funny. You guys are wonderful, though. I appreciate you being here. Okay. All right. So, oh, why you think she's being condescending? I don't think she is. I think she's saying that she doesn't judge, and whatever it takes to help make it through the night for anyone, basically. I think that's what she's saying. And she says everyone has their own belief of what sober is. I think if you can manage life, well, you're doing okay. Oh, that's gross. See, He said, you know what I mean? I'm gonna put you in timeout, Simon. I know. Like, what the fuck is right? Fuck is right, because then all my comments disappeared. Did everything disappear? All my comments? They did for me. Hmm. You are. You're very nice. Mhm. I don't know why all my comments disappeared there just then. Oh, now they're back. Oh, God. Okay, so here's the thing, though. When they keep putting repeater, yeah, I know. Fucked up. When they keep putting repeater against, like, mutilating a corpse, repeater, that is fucked up, man. All right, now I want to keep this, right, pulled up, but I want to take a look at the very first, uh, one of the, or not the very first, because I've always, no, it is condensate, like sweat, though, would be condensation, like kind of. Oh, Wisconsin doesn't have the death penalty. Well, then I see what you're saying. Okay, so, okay. Yeah, I don't know what he was talking about, to be quite frank. Okay, okay. Oh my God, you're so funny. Oh yeah, he was Wisconsin? Oh, okay, okay, okay. So, she said she didn't intend to kill him, right? So she was. Now, see, here's where the shit gets crazy. Hi, Jennifer W. Here's where the shit gets crazy for me. Is like, first of all, I really think that the system failed her. Hi, lab chick. You know, when she was a kid and putting her on, mental health stuff and everything, okay? Now, but they don't take any of that into account, it doesn't seem, in my opinion. Oh, you're a nice daughter. Not true. But just up till September 23rd, 2015, it wasn't a felony to hide a body in New York. All right, Steven Seven Pounder. Now I'm just blocking. Yeah, I just gotta. I'm sorry. I gotta. I gotta. You're just pushing the fucking envelope, and I just can't do it, man. He said something that could be possible. He said, he did justice, which I don't think, a teenager having a gun that could have known a certain person was there, and maybe he wasn't even there to, like, I mean, I, I don't know. I just think the gun laws are kind of fucked in my I think that it's dangerous to uh, see anything I say gets. Uh, Here's the thing. All right, so no laws are ever going to really matter because the Constitution and the laws are different in every state. I think the first thing that they should do to rehaul the courts system and the justice system would be to make a mainstream, like exactly, this is the law for the country, okay? The law for the country, right? This is the constitution for the country. Make it like streamline, not mainline, streamline it so that it's easier to maintain and uphold. There's no blurred lines like, oh, well, well, in New York it wasn't a felony to hide a body. In New York it wasn't a felony in Colorado. I'm sorry, in Colorado. That's it. Tampering with a deceased human body, a fine of $3,000 in 4 years. Wow. Stanton, wow, like that's crazy. Yeah, but if they streamlined it into just one set of, you know, this is it, you know, and then what was the one I read? Was it with you, that chick? Was it you I was talking to on the phone about guns? I feel like it was. And it was like, in the same state, it was illegal for an 18-year-old to purchase a handgun, but you could have a 21-year-old buy it for you or somebody older and give it to you, and you didn't even have to have a license for it or something, right? Was it me and you we were talking about that? I mean, there's too much. It's convoluted. It's convoluted. Here's the thing. The criminal who got across fucking state lines Then you got to expedite them to this one, expedite them to that one. And how much is that costing the taxpayers? Have a trial there. Have a trial there. Like, oh, for real? Really? Sometimes, oh, they don't get the death penalty if they tell the people where, blah, blah, blah. Well, what if the people that they give the death penalty that are saying, well, I didn't do it, so I don't know where the body is, and they get the death penalty because maybe they really didn't do it? It's almost like what they used to do to witches, where they were like, we're going to dunk you, and if you drown, you're not a witch, but if you don't drown, then you're a witch, and we burn you. Right? I wonder how many people who have said, but I didn't do it. It's roboting again? Okay, it's this fucking phone. How long has it been doing that, roboting? That sucks. It's when I plug it in, I'll have to start charging it before I go live. But I mean, how many people have gotten the death penalty and gotten killed? Um, because, they're like, well, I didn't do it, so I can't tell you where the body is. And they're like, oh, well, then I guess we're gonna kill you. Like, okay. Like, you're damned if you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know how much you guys have, like, really been able to understand on it because of the roboting, so I don't really know. Probably has, right? Like, I bet you there's a couple of people burned at the stake that weren't witches, you know? All right, so already I think she's getting, screwed because she's getting count one, first degree intentional homicide here. Okay. The above named defendant on or about Wednesday, February 23rd, 2022. Here's another thing. Okay, let's talk about this too, right? You got Jeffrey Dahmer and his parents, I think they both abandoned him when he was 16 and he had his last years of high school. And then you get that couple that adopted that girl that was really an adult that was like trying to kill them. And they bring her somewhere and, give her the apartment or whatever just to get rid of her. And they end up in trouble because they were getting duped by some crazy lady that was pretending to be a little girl. Didn't they get in trouble for that or something? Their faces all over the news. I mean, like, what the heck? But Jeffrey Dahmer's parents, oh, they just abandoned him. And, I mean, yeah. His father left too. But his mom did for sure. Like, usually moms will stay. All right, so let me read this so you guys can still hear me. This is her criminal complaint court document. First degree intentional homicide repeater. The above named defendant, which is the Taylor um, Coronado business, who was young. Oh, the girl? Really? I think they were inconclusive. Really? Somebody look that up. Google it. Google that for me. All right. The above named defendant on or about Wednesday, February 23rd, 2022. Now, okay, now that right there, that even really kills me. On or about Wednesday, February 23rd, 2022, in the city of Green Bay, did cause the death of the victim. Now, can they, use a name and with intent to kill that person? Nope, she said she did not intend it. Hi, Amani. Right, but the thing is what are they going to do in there for her? Are they going to give her any kind of mental health? Like, I mean, she said she did not intend to kill him. You know what I need to look up? Hold on. Let me look this up now. Hold on. She should be held responsible. But she was supposed to be in jail, I believe, in the first place. They kept letting her go. And they knew that she was a bail jumper, you know? Oh, the little girl. Mhm. Okay. So does anybody remember Robert Chambers? Robert Chambers. He was dubbed the Preppy Killer and the Central Park Strangler. Central Park Strangler. Now that's pretty deep. By the media after the August 26, 1986, strangulation death of 18-year-old Jennifer Levin in New York City's Central Park, for which he was originally charged second-degree murder. Chambers changed his story during the course of the ensuing investigation, ultimately claiming that Levin's death was accidental, result of him pushing her off him, which she caused him pain as she sexually assaulted him, an account that was characterized by media accounts as one of rough sex. Chambers later pleaded guilty to manslaughter after the jury failed to reach a verdict after 9 days of deliberation. Okay, so that other girl was convicted in an hour. And why didn't he get intent to murder? He put the panties around her neck. Um, Now, here's something. His father was a video cassette distributor. Okay? There's still only one thumbs up. That's ridiculous. Oh, that was the name of that girl. Okay. We'll look that one up in a minute, too. um, a video cassette distributor. What would that be? Cron? Cron? It's just my thought. I mean, I'm going to need a little more than that to go on. I mean, a video cassette distributor. What did his tax return? You know, say. Now, here's the thing. These were his convictions. First degree manslaughter, first degree criminal sale of a controlled substance. So there was drugs involved. Second degree assault, second degree burglary. You know what he got? 5 to 15 years imprisonment. Wow. It's a man's world. It's a man's world. Whoa. Okay, so let's keep on with this guy, okay? Yeah. He was born in New York City on September 25th, 1966, to Robert Chambers Sr., Phyllis Chambers. His father was a video cassette distributor, in my opinion, and his mother worked as a private nurse. Sure. Once treated a young John F. Kennedy for bronchitis and arranged a playdate for him and Robert. Okay, sure. The family lived in a working class section of Queens before moving to the Upper East Side when Chambers' parents divorced. Though not affluent, Chambers' mother worked to pay for his childhood attendance at a prestigious prep school on the Upper East Side, though scholarships assisted him in this luxury. The fact that his family had far less money than his classmates created social problems, so they tried to make it real sad story for him. Who, the guy Levins? Robert Chambers? Is that who you're talking about? So they try to make it all for, I like this. The fact that his family had far less money has created social problems, including difficulty socializing with his peers. By the time he reached college age, he had descended into a life of petty theft, alcoholism, and drug use. Chambers was accepted by Boston University, but was asked to leave after one semester for reasons including the use of a stolen credit card. He later committed other petty thefts. See, they just keep calling all his shit petty thefts. They didn't put him as a repeater. Wow. The fuckers didn't put him as a repeater. Wow. Wow. Man, see, if I was that girl's attorney, mm-mm-mm. Not that I'd say, she shouldn't be locked up because I wouldn't trust that she would never, repeat that same behavior. I would feel like it could be repeated. But what about this fucking guy? What's he doing now? Wow, man. He could be getting away with it left and right. Yeah, I mean, what the fuck? They didn't put repeater after him. I mean, all that girl's was about like mental health stuff, trying to run into oncoming traffic, trying to get away from police because she was trying to get to her father or the PEDO. I mean, what the fuck? Wow. So it says he later, okay, so unable to hold a job, Chambers was issued a summons for disorderly conduct one night after leaving Dorian's Red Hand, a bar located at 300 East 84th Street in Manhattan. He destroyed the summons as the police were leaving the scene, yelling, "You fucking cowards, you should stick to the N words." Holy mother of God. I hope to God it wasn't that night that he killed that girl. If he was in police hands already, I don't even understand what this fucking means. Okay. 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 Yeah, it was. Oh my God. Well, of course, the difference of the state laws. That's the thing. That's the fucking problem. And gender. And I'm sorry, it's true. And money. They're calling it the preppy killer. I mean, preppy would, and, what are they calling her? Meth induced, you know? Thank you, Courtney. I mean, that's what they need to do. They need to streamline the laws into one. This is what you do. This is what you're going to teach. That's it. Um, Now, Chambers' girlfriend at the time of the murder was future television actress Alex Kapp. Okay, I'm gonna look her up. She's an American television actress and writer, best recognized for her role as Lindsay on the CBS sitcom The New Adventures of Old Christine. She began her career in Los Angeles. Okay, so she was on Party of Five, Jag, Seinfeld, Friends, ER, Will and Grace, television. So her, all right, okay. So her father was a conductor, and her mother, she grew up in New York City, graduated from Dartmouth College. She's got quite the list of like appearances, but I don't know what she's doing now. Yeah, they should be. Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay, so it doesn't really talk much about like not too much about her, but it says the couple broke up after Chambers stole Cap's $50 allowance. So he was a dirtbag, basically. But the chick got a $50 allowance. What, a week? I don't know. Even still, that's a lot. In fact, it's my belief that people don't even have the means to give their kids allowance anymore, even, you know. So then Levin started to pursue him. Levin and Chambers briefly dated. On the day of the murder, both were at Dorian's Red Hand. A bicyclist found Levin's half-naked corpse, which is so bad. I mean, like, can you imagine, the parent of somebody who sees their child dead and exposed like that? Exposed, their baby exposed. So terrible. So terrible. He didn't even have the fucking decency to cover her up. Didn't even have the decency. He's walking around with us. Yeah. So is Will Baker, the ironic name change of the guy who decapitated and ate the guy's eyeballs and heart on the Greyhound bus. And they changed his name. I don't know why they would tell people what his name is now. It's Will Baker, which to me is like, okay. Um, Wouldn't it, lab chick? Awesome. In Central Park near Fifth Avenue and 83rd Street, behind the Metropolitan Museum of Art. Her body was lying twisted by a tree, with her bra and top pulled up. Levin's body and face were covered in scratches and bite marks. Wow. What would make him do that? Deep red marks were across her neck. Her left eye was swollen and her fingernails were bruised, suggesting that in her final moments she had tried to pull down whatever had been strangling her. Whatever had been? Chambers hid and watched. Whoa. Oh my God. And he is out and about walking around us. Hi, Missing Loyalty. Wow. He watched. That means, in my opinion, he's a repeat. Oh my God. I need to track this guy down, and I hope he doesn't. I mean, New York is not too far. Oh my God! So she had just died around 5:30 a.m. My God! Investigators found her underwear some 50 yards away. Levin's autopsy was determined that she had been strangled, estimated to die around 5:30 a.m. After several of Dorian's patrons told police they had last seen Levin leaving the bar with Chambers, went to his home. So I think I'm wrong about that. It was that same night. But upon arrival, they saw that Chambers had fresh and bloody scratches on both sides of his face. He must have just raced to his fucking house. Right, Sandra Lee? My God. I'm doing well, Miss and Loyalty. How are you? Just enjoying our law and crime live stream. We're doing law and crime, right? We're talking about the Robert Chambers case, the Preppy murder in Central Park. He's actually walking around with us now. Um, he blamed that on his cat before later admitting his cat was declawed. Chambers agreed to accompany police to Central Park Precinct for questioning. There, he was asked if he left Dorian's with Levin, which he denied. After police told him that bar patrons had witnessed him leaving with Levin, he admitted that he had. He said that she quickly went to buy cigarettes. Detectives pointed out that Levin did not smoke, and Chambers admitted that she hadn't gone for cigarettes. I mean, my God. Not on bail. No, he's out for good. Not on bail. He's out. I wonder if they changed his name. You know, I gotta wonder if I'm sorry, I get it. My mind goes places like really deep, and yeah, exactly, lab chick. And the thing is like, man, a video cassette distributor. Now, I'm telling you, I've seen movies before where when they say they're a video cassette distributor, most of the time, especially in those days, like the 80s and the 70s, 80s, like remember with Fame, um, that they were a lot of prawn. Okay, remember what was the other one there with Marky Mark was in it? Oh my God, you remember Roller Girl, Marky Mark? Burt Reynolds might have been in it. I'm not sure. But Dirk Diggler, I mean, I'm telling you, those video cassette distributors were usually Kwan, in my opinion. I'm saying allegedly. I'm wondering somewhere they're making snuff films. I find it real hard to, I mean, really, I just, Boogie Nights, yeah. Um, says, so he then claimed that she cajoled him into going to Central Park to have sex, and she died during an aggressive sexual encounter in the park. Before booking, now how many criminals have you seen say, I just want to talk to my mother? I mean, they wouldn't even let Joan of Arc confess before burning her at the stake. But this guy, Chambers, was permitted to see his father, the video cassette distributor, to whom he said, that fucking bitch, why didn't she just leave me alone? Now, to me, that statement says any bitch that doesn't just leave him alone was, I mean, I really gotta say, the fact that he hung out and waited and watched is so mind-boggling to me that he could have been filming, in my opinion. In my opinion, just saying. All right, get this now. Archbishop Theodore Edgar McCarrick, which whom I will look up, these people, of Newark, New Jersey, later Archbishop of Washington, oh, how lucky for him, wrote a letter of support for Chambers' bail application. He had known Chambers and his mother because she had been employed as a nurse by Cardinal Terence Cook. Come on now. Now, I'm not trying to say nothing, but let's be for real. Oh, he was defrocked for sex offenses. Oh, what a surprise. What a surprise. Isn't that a surprise? I really did not expect that it was going to say he was defrocked for sex offenses. I absolutely just did not. Wow. 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 He was defrocked for sex offenses against adults and minors. Wow. He secured his bail through his family and the owner of the bar, Jack Dorian, who put up his townhouse as collateral for a bail bond. There's way more to this story. Way more to this story. I wonder if they weren't all kind of, oh my, my. Oh my, my. Wow. I would think so too, Lab. Wow. He was charged with and tried for 2 counts of second-degree murder. His defense was that Levin's death had occurred during rough sex. He was defended by Jack Littman, who had previously used the temporary insanity defense on behalf of Richard Herron for the murder of Yale University student Bonnie Garland. Hmm. Wow. Disgusting. Okay, this is bound to turn your stomach. Ugh. His attorney claimed that Jennifer Levin was promiscuous, saying she had a sex diary and that her sexual history was admissible as evidence. Okay, but was it? And why did the judge not? Wow. Prompting headlines such as How Jennifer Courted Death in New York's Daily News. On remand, so he actually did get, on remand. Chambers was filmed twisting off the head of a Barbie doll and saying, "Oops, I think I killed her." Wow. Wow. Uh, I can't even get over this. I can't even. I need to find the court documents for this. This Wikipedia is not working for me. I gotta know where this fucking guy is now. I mean, he could be next to us. He could be right next door. Like, what the motherfuck? This is a travesty of justice right here. Oh my god, I can't stomach it. I can't stomach this. Oh my god. I just can't. It's too much for me. That's why I stopped doing this. I had to. He spent 15 years in prison. That's it. Oh, there it went even deeper, man. There was way more. I couldn't even. I was disgusted, man. I'm gonna look for the court transcript, see if I can find them. And that's, yeah, this year, huh? He's just living his life. What a shame. What a shame. And that girl, from the time she was 11 years old, from the time she was 11, I feel like society was failing her, but probably even before. Her mother died of, her father is in jail for PEDO, and her mother died of, cirrhosis from drinking. No, that's all they gave him, really, Miss Long. We don't even know if half these people are really in prison, in my opinion. As far as we know, they act like they're taking them off to prison, and then next thing they're putting them on a fucking plane to an island just to fucking appease the people, you know? I mean, I'm not saying that's a fact. I'm just saying it could happen. Anything could fucking happen. Like, why the fuck did they not take into account how sick he was to have stayed there? He didn't have to register as a sex offender. Whoa, that blows me away. And I'm excited. And I really like this topic. I could come back on here later, I guess. Um, I can't believe they allowed her diary. Why? Oh my God. They should never have been given her diary. Her diary had nothing to do with it. Oh my God. It's so disgusting. So fucking disgusting. Oh my God. I can't get over this case. Oh my God. It makes me want to throw up. It really does. Uh, yeah, I know, Sandra. That's the problem. That's the problem, though, is that across the board, laws need to be the same. Yeah, it is, Latchet. You guys, I gotta charge my phone up. So if you like tonight's live stream, please thumbs it up, subscribe. If you want to help support the channel in any way, there's a Cash App going across the bottom of the screen. There's super stickers, there's super chats, which are very visible and they really help the channel. They really do. But thumbs up does too to get us out there and out in the algorithm. Thank you, Missing Loyalty. Thank you. I'm glad. It seems like you guys do appreciate this kind of stuff, and it seems like we're on a common ground here with some good stuff. And I just gotta charge my phone because whenever I plug it in, it starts doing robot sounds. So, if you guys want to continue on with the Robert Chambers case, I'll put out something. We'll figure it out. Peace, love, and tacos, you guys. United we stand, divided we fall. Justice for all. You can't handle the truth. Peace, love, and tacos.